What? Welcome to our podcast.
We're living.
We are.
This one's starting a little goofy.
It is starting goofy.
Hello, Olivia.
Hello.
So,
Is this right?
yeah, it's something.
I'm never at the table.
No. For audio listeners, check out the YouTube because we got quite the ensemble here. We are in full PJ outfits. I'm wearing a robe, and we have matching PJs on. Because, and you can see the lights. This is the Christmas edition.
Ooh, I didn't notice that. Looks nice.
I forgot to move the screen, too. But what we're doing is, this is the BJJ Gifts episode.
Yes.
Christmas is coming, and sometimes people are struggling. Like, what do I get our Jiu-Jitsu nerd friends, family,
Yep.
significant others?
Yes.
So we brought a nice ensemble to...
Some examples.
Yes, just some examples of things that you can get from cheap to not as cheap, creative to stereotypical.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
But let's start off with something.
What are we starting off with?
I just want to know how you're doing.
You just want to know how I'm doing?
I want to know how you're doing.
Well, let's see. I had a cold this week, so I apologize to anybody if you hear my sniffling.
You want to throw some shade at Andrew because you've doubled how many books he's read?
Well, he would just say that, I'm skipping class to read those books.
Mm-hmm. Some truth there. You're not.
I have not skipped any classes just to read a book.
That's true. Respect.
But if for whatever reason you can't go or we can't go, then I will read a book.
That's true.
So at least I ain't wasting time.
You'll knock out a couple hundred pages in a day.
It's true.
That's boring, so we're not going to talk about that anymore. But
How dare you? That was boring.
So we're going to start off with some of our favorite gifts. Some of the easy ones, okay?
The easy ones.
Yeah, the easy ones.
Okay.
And we'll actually kick it off with Chris's sole recommendation on this whole thing we call a podcast.
I guess I just assumed most people either have this or would already know to get this, so I didn't.
Yeah, it was a pretty horrible recommendation when you think about it. Before we jump into that, we had a question actually come in on the YouTubes, or maybe Instagram or something, but we're going to answer it when Chris is actually here. He wasn't able to make it today. But it was about being choked unconscious, and do you have to worry? Like, should you not drive home?
Yeah.
Should you look for some sort of brain disease that you have now? Did you catch monkeypox? What happened when you were choked out? Did you urinate yourself? What are the telltale signs that you have brain damage now? Right?
Right.
That was essentially the question. We got back to him quickly with, you don't have to worry, but you still got to get tested for monkeypox. But
I don't think that's right.
Debatable. And then, so all good, but we're going to have Chris talk a little bit more in depth on the next episode because I told him we were going to talk about it on this one. So I apologize for lying to your face. But let's kick it off with Chris. He recommended, which...
Do we even have one here?
Oh, yeah, we do.
I'm sure we do.
This little number. What is that?
You should pull mine out.
That's a mouth guard.
That's what she said.
Look at old Livy. She's dropping some, that's what she says.
Sorry, apologies.
You can pick the color. We got a yellow here or a white. These are the Sisu brand. We recommend these because they are made for wrestling and grappling, and they are also way more comfortable than those big ones that you have in like high school football or something. You
can breathe with them. You can drink with them.
Yeah. You can do anything you want in those bad boys. Way more comfortable. Sisu, S-I-S-U. Heavily recommended. A lot of people, Chris says he sees people not wearing mouth guards, and says, you're just playing with fire.
Oh, yeah.
As we know, when I collar dragged Hunter into the mat face first because he forgot how to break fall, and he blew one of his bottom teeth out.
Was that him? I thought there was another one, too, that you did that, too.
Maybe, but that's the one I remember the most.
Okay.
And I think about the most. So.
I've just been kneed in the mouth too many times to be like, I ain't risking it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you take one glancing blow. I was actually, when I was teaching last week, I was showing kind of like it was a leg drag. And I was like, okay, you're going to literally grab the ankle, grab in front of the knee, and then you're going to pull. And then I was telling him to get into position. And I was kind of looking over his shoulder, and he pulled as hard as he could and just elbowed me right in the kisser. Just beaked me.
That's probably deserved.
It might have been on purpose when I think about it. But I wouldn't have been wearing a mouth guard when I was teaching anyway. So
that's true.
Shame on you.
Wouldn't have helped you.
Fool me twice. Shame. Strike 3. So
can't be fooled again.
Don't be fooled again. So that's Chris's recommendation. Pretty good. Very medically sound.
Good safety.
Good safety tip.
Yeah.
We can start with, how about this guy here?
This one?
Yep. What we got here is Jiu-Jitsu T-shirts.
Ooh.
Easy.
Jiu-Jitsu brands.
Yes. So you're going to have to do a little investigation. What brand does the person you're getting a gift for, what do they tailor themselves towards? I recommend looking at their gis maybe. Because they'll probably be inclined to buy a gi that they like and a brand that they like.
That's true.
But some people, they like tatami. Some people like show your roll. Some people hate show your roll. Some people hate tatami. Some people like control industry, whatever.
Or Fuji.
Or Fuji. Some people like smaller brands. Like this one here is a collar sleeve shirt done by All Knowledge Jiu-Jitsu. We happen to know this fella. You're going to see a lot of that brand today.
A lot.
Small brand, but a lovely cause. So I would say clothing that is not jiu-jitsu related. Us jiu-jitsu people, we're such nerds and cultists that we love to just put it out there and let people know.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you went to a store
I did.
the last couple times, and
Yes.
you were wearing a tatami sweater,
hoodie.
and you got called out both times.
It's true. I love that hoodie too.
Can you just...
Tatami has good hoodies.
Yeah, they got good quality hoodies.
Yeah, they feel nice.
And and they kind of have
Good
like
material.
a minimalistic design a little bit.
Yeah.
What did that guy say this last time at the store?
Oh,
Because it got weird.
Oh, well, that was different.
Let's just tell that story.
Well, he told me I could have candy.
Okay.
Are we talking about the same situation?
The guy where everyone in the store was like, bro, you just made that weird.
Oh, well, that was a different situation. Same store, but he asked for my ID, and then he was like, oh, we're related because of the last name. And I'm like, okay. And then he...
Did you tell him that's my husband's last name?
I did mention I was married.
Bullshit.
I was like, through marriage?
Bull. You didn't say this last time.
I did too. He just said, tell me that we're first cousins, or tell me that we're cousins. And I was like, okay. And that's when I said, what, through marriage? And then another guy was like, you just made that really weird as I was walking away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He did make it weird, though.
He did.
It was weird.
Yes, and I egged his house.
Bill almost went inside.
That's right. I got super aggressive.
He did.
So, T-shirts, headbands, boxers, whatever. Good gift. Easy going.
Does anyone make boxers?
Well, I wouldn't
Well, I guess 93 brand does have like
yeah, athletic
grappling like underwear.
undies, underoos. Yeah. Really just buying like the Costco pack of like athletic undies is quite nice.
That's true.
Especially if you train a lot. You don't want to wear your cotton like boxers. You want to have something that holds you and snuggles you a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Good.
I've never wanted my underwear to snuggle me.
Oh, okay. Well, you're missing out.
Okay.
So number 2 is kind of an obvious one. We started on the cheaper side. We're going to go up a level.
Is that? Well, I think there's another item that's cheaper.
Oh, yeah, there is. Why don't you grab that? This is the...
It's a bar of soap.
This is a bar of soap from my shower.
We didn't have anything that was wrapped.
Yeah.
This is what you get.
This is an armbar soap, or Defense Soap is another brand. There's a couple others, but those are specific for grappling. They got tea tree oil and all that kind of stuff in it. Good for keeping your wounds clean and dry, and I don't know if dry is the right word, but just making it so you don't get the funk.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some people got to watch their booty.
So you're not spreading any diseases.
Yeah. You're
not regards to the booty, but regards to just.
Well, they could spread a booty disease through the nostrils because their butt stinks. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Wash your butts. With that, it's also good for if you have abrasions or scratches or something like that.
It's true.
Good.
Happy
you're coming along for the story here. So
me?
Yes. Okay. So next, Jiu-Jitsu bags. Here we have a 93 brand.
I got that for you for Christmas, I think.
You
or
did.
Maybe your birthday.
Yep.
Several years ago. We've had it for quite a while.
This one's nice because it's like a medium size. I could fit 2 gis in here. So if we're both rocking out, going to class, that's very nice. Compared to, I have a Fuji gi here, or a Fuji bag here, which can only fit 1 gi.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going to go and hang out, like bring another person to do 2 gis or whatever I'm saying, 2 people going to class, then I don't like the small bag. Because if I got to put a sweatshirt in there, I don't want that thing so full that it's brimming.
Yeah.
So I recommend getting a medium to large size bag.
Which Fuji does have bigger bags.
They do. We just won. Well, Nikita's
wife won it, and she was very gracious to give us the bag.
Yes.
That you're insulting right now.
That's. I love this bag. This is my second favorite.
You know what?
Bag.
I like using it when I just go, which is
You've never done that.
I've done it twice, but I do like it. It's also just a nice like bag for travel.
Right. Yeah. We
if you want to let people know that you do jiu-jitsu,
which is what we love to do.
We do.
We want people to know in the airport if they see Fuji from like a mile away, they're like, "Oh, I wonder if that person grapples." Yeah. Which, when we went to Vegas for Master Worlds, I saw a Gracie Baja guy stretching, did a little video, challenged him to a fight while I was whispering. But, you know, we want him to know. Good talk. Okay. So, jiu-jitsu bags.
I don't remember that, but sure.
Okay. It'll be in the vlog, which I'll release next year. But
2 years from now.
But I recommend jiu-jitsu bags just because they are super useful. I didn't think too much about it. I just wrapped my gi up in the belt and then rocked out. But man, when you got tape, water,
mouth guards, water, element. Yeah.
What else
any other specialty items if you want to bring food.
Gym key food. We got some Burt's Bees in here.
That's my chapstick.
Yep. Maybe we want to throw a gun in there. Whatever. Like this hollaback.
I don't know why that reminds me of Anchorman. And they all show up with like the grenade. And
and a spiked bat.
Yeah.
Chains. Yeah. Whatever you want, you can fit in the bag. So I'd say that's good. Now let's get into some applicable things. A bag is very applicable.
Yeah.
But what we have here is a rash guard.
It is a rash guard.
If you don't wear these when you train, you're a communist. You're an absolute monster.
Okay. And if you wear long sleeves while you're training, you're a communist.
You're a weirdo.
You're the devil.
I wouldn't say you're the devil, but you're definitely on some sort of FBI list. You're looked at as if you went to Epstein Island if you wear long sleeve rash guards.
Hey, you know what? All knowledge, great brand.
We love it.
We support
Aurelius, we love this rash guard. It's my favorite.
Bill does love this rash guard, actually. I just preferentially do not like long sleeves. I'm a short sleeve.
Hey, if you got guns, you got to show them.
That is not why.
That's my jam.
It just gets too warm.
It does get a little warm.
Even in the wintertime, I'm like, I can't handle it, man.
Yeah.
The only time I bought long sleeves was when I was a brand new white belt and people kept doing spider guard to me and I hadn't built up the
tuft.
Yeah, on the inside of my elbows to deal with the gi rubbing up against it.
Right.
That was brutal.
Yeah,
now
that's
I'm
when
like,
you liked it.
bring it.
Yep.
I don't even feel it anymore.
I need as much intimidation factor as possible, so I only go short sleeve to try to show the pipes.
That's good.
Yeah. Some people can't do that.
You want to show them while you're wearing a gi top?
While I'm walking around before I put my gi top on.
Okay.
How about that?
Sure.
Or if it's no gi, which I don't do. To jump on that train. Look at these. Fresh out the kitchen. That's why they still got crease.
We are not sponsored by All Knowledge.
We're not sponsored, but he's a friend. Bam. These are going to be available soon. But no-gi shorts.
Yeah.
Those are fantastic to have because if you're going to do either no-gi or sometimes it's just nice having a pair.
So you just want to walk around in them.
Yep. Or even wear them underneath your pants, your gi pants. Sometimes I go double up. You know what I'm saying?
Why is this shirt on here still if you're throwing everything else off the table?
Okay, not bad.
How dare you?
So, once again, try to find the brand that they like.
Yeah.
Because these things, whether it's especially Rash guards, they can fit way different.
Yeah. People have very strong opinions on rash guards
Yeah.
and like what they like.
What's some of your go-to brands?
Oh, I like 93 standard issue.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like Progress. That's a good brand.
Yeah, you just got one of those recently.
And the one that you got me, Hyperfly, is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Because some they can ride up and like on the back and the torso area, that gets super annoying.
I feel like 93 is the one that I predominantly wear. But I think if I was going to buy more, I really like Progresses.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good cut, for me at least.
Yeah, I like obviously All Knowledges, and then I like Braus, Braus.
You have a rash guard from them?
That's what the 80cc rash guard is. Oh. So it's kind of nice because at the bottom where the torso is, it's got a little rubbery substance there.
Yeah.
So it sticks to you, so it doesn't ride up and you're not showing that mid drift. You know what I'm saying?
And there's only certain 93s that I even like because I'm even picky, because some of them are too like tight. I don't know how to describe it. Like
they get up
material.
in your armpits.
Yeah.
And it gets a little.
But they're always usually the long sleeve ones. That's why I don't do long
That's what I'm
sleeve.
saying. Long sleeves are for pedos. So
There are some people on here that are. I know some ladies who prefer long sleeves.
Oh, that's true. And I think there are some guys that listen to this podcast that like long sleeve. Why don't you guys tell us? Are you a long sleever?
Yeah. Do you like long sleeve or short sleeve?
I'm not saying I'm going to make a list, but I just want to know. Am I off on the long sleeve thing?
No.
Okay.
I think that's pretty.
And also let us know what gifts you guys. Are we missing something? Are we just like retarded?
Well, we haven't gotten to the end of our list, so I don't think we're retarded
But
yet.
I'm saying people can throw some stuff out there.
You know what? I would love additional ideas.
I would love them too. Bam. No gi shorts, gone. Now, okay.
Why is there two?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
For the audio listener, she's saying, why is there two gis on the table?
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Apology not accepted. Okay. So, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're getting down to gis right here. Yes, we basically are sponsored by All Knowledge. You have two gis here. We got a show your roll, which I happen to inherit from a very beautiful half Asian, half Mexican.
I don't think you paid for either of these gis.
I'm a man of the people. There was a man of the world that gave me this. A man of many cultures.
You just need to stop.
Okay. And, but these are expensive gis. These are really nice.
They are.
Not always the best option, though.
True.
This is so specific. Some people really like how certain gis are cut and fit and the weight of them and stuff like that. I personally am a super lightweight gi kind of person.
Same.
I want that thing paper thin. I debate on buying karate gis half the time, but I figure they're going to tear, so I don't do it. But I have
the material on those are so cheap.
Yeah, you can see a little areola through those bad boys.
I was going to say it's like a hospital gown.
Yes, it is. Now, my personal favorites. You got Moya, Yeah, obviously I have All Knowledge, which I wear a lot. Those are probably my top 2 of the like more popular brands. Obviously, All Knowledge isn't a popular brand; it's a new brand, and these gis just came out. We can put a link in the description.
You also wear the Gym's brand?
Oh, of course, we have our own gym brand, but people can't really buy that.
That's true.
Unless you come to our gym and
There you go.
you want to buy a gi, which you totally can do that. Which if gis weren't so expensive, I feel like I would do that. Like every gym I visit, like buy one of their gis. I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, collect them.
I know some people do that with rash guards. Probably
That's a cheaper.
Yeah, because it's a quarter of the cost.
Yeah.
Which I think I'll do that at some point because I do drop in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But anyways. So if you want to support a smaller brand, there's like 9 Lives Jiu-Jitsu. I know that's a small brand. Obviously, All Knowledge. There's quite a few out there, but you want to figure out where and what they like. Show Your Roll. It's the thing is with these, they're twice the cost of an All Knowledge or something of that sort, or maybe a 93 brand, which isn't expensive. They're actually pretty cost effective, still decent quality, and always available.
Yeah, and you can get good deals on BJJ HQ. A lot of times they'll have rolling deals.
Especially as we get closer to the holidays.
Yeah, they have a lot of deals usually.
So like every 30 minutes, they'll do a different deal.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll have a tatami gi or a 93 brand for $70. You going to sneeze?
No, I'm just...
Oh, a little stuffy. So...
Trying not to sniff into the mic.
Everyone appreciates it.
Yeah, well...
With Show Your Roll and Moya and some of those big old brands, RVCA even, you're going to deal with stocking issues because people buy them right away. They only do a limited run, and that can be super annoying. So if you're trying to nail one of those brands for someone, you're going to have to plan ahead.
Yep.
But yeah, figure out if they like thick gis or in the middle of the road, or if they like light gis. Typically... If you get to that 300 GSM, which is like the thread count or something like that, the weave, 300 is light. 350, still light. Once you start getting above 350, you start getting into that little bit thicker fabric.
Isn't there something called like a double weave? That's like really
there's
thick?
double and pearl and all that. I more so pay attention to the number.
Interesting.
What are some gi brands you like?
Oh, I love tatami. That's basically all I wear because they have the really light comp gis.
Yeah.
And I like how they shrink and fit.
Yeah. Tatamis run a little. So I'm 5'9" and a quarter, 5'10" in the morning, 175.
5'10" on the moon?
What?
In the morning.
Did you say? Okay. Now, tatamis, if I wash and dry them, they start running a little tight on the A2s.
Yeah.
The sleeves get a little short. Moyas, I can wash and dry A2s as much as I want. And I'm 170, 180 right in there. Normal proportions. Except I got a little caboose on me. What do you think? So,
what to say to that?
okay. And then A2s in All Knowledge. A2s in Show Your Roll, but once again, Show Your Roll even, I cannot wash and dry multiple times. So if you're going to have like a workhorse gi and you're my size, I like the Moya because you can wash and dry. But you like tatami pretty much. That's your ride or die.
Yeah, tatami. Tatami seems to be my ride or die for most things.
It is.
Except for rash guards.
They're like a very Japanese influence, but I believe they're out of the UK. Yeah. Curveball. How about that?
Curveball.
Okay. Now we have. Oh, what's up?
Well, I was just gonna say I'm gonna just dip out for just a moment and let you talk about this bad boy.
Okay, this is awkward and weird. So, what we got here now? You guys got to see it on the video. So you audio listeners are just missing out. Like I'm gonna drop it. Okay, this is getting nuts. Okay, I set it up poorly. I'm off base. Put it in focus. So what we have here is a custom painting picture from an artist named Phil Lights. He's a black belt in California. And we commissioned a couple of these that we have hanging up in the old office. And you might recognize a couple of the characters. The bald head. George Costanza's haircut. Black hair ponytail. Good grips. What do you call this? Reverse De La Riva spider, right? Some kind of call it tarantula guard, I think. But yeah, we sent him a couple example images of like positions that we think are cool. We did a knee cut pass or knee slice that Olivia likes to do a lot. And so he did one of those, which is pretty sweet. And so if you can find an artist that does jiu-jitsu style paintings or pictures, we have Jonathan Blaylock did. Grab the Alio one. Jonathan Blaylock, he's actually a black belt at our gym, which I believe he is taking commissions. He did a couple of these. We asked for a monochromatic style, painterly style headshot of a couple of the founding fathers of Jiu-Jitsu. So we have that. If you guys need his contact information, just hit us up if you're thinking about getting something like that. Now, just know, though, that there is some lead time on that. Why are you looking at me super confused?
Because I'm on the screen.
What?
Nothing.
This?
No, this.
What are you laughing
I
at?
just noticed it. I don't know.
Did you go take a couple shots?
No.
Because you got the giggles.
No.
You go smoke some weed?
What? Bill.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Dare you?
So, just know it's probably too late for an artist to crank a couple of these things out.
That's true. But you could say that you ordered something.
Yes.
Which is, be like, hey, I got
Yeah. And I'll tag the artist for the one that we did as well as if you guys want Jonathan Blaylock's information. He can do some stuff. He's done a couple different paintings in the actual gym, which is pretty sweet. But if you just on Instagram or something like that and you look up BJJ art or something like that, you can find a bunch of people that do stuff. Couple $100. It's not going to be cheap. Yeah. I think this one was a few $100 per, but we really wanted it. So
yeah.
But yeah,
it's special.
What else is on our list there?
Are you wearing your comfy shoes?
Yes, I am. Great.
Everyone loves these things.
So everyone loves
the amount
these.
of people who've commented on these shoes is crazy.
So
I'm just an excellent gift giver, apparently.
You are an excellent gift giver. Yeah. Also an Indian giver.
What?
I'm joking. I don't know if I can say that. But the so common thing is you need to have flip-flops or slippers or something that you can go from the gym to the bathroom without tracking in little kids' piss, right? And what's better if you live in a cooler climate like the Northwest where we get crap weather most of the time, is you want something that covers your toes.
Yeah, those are a little chilly out
there.
there.
Your bunions are freezing. You know what I'm saying? Bunions. So what Olivia got me was this. What you're looking at is a sleeping bag for my bunions. This is from North Face. These are, if I could be honest, they're not as comfortable as they look. They're not uncomfortable, but they look like.
I feel like they're pretty comfortable.
No, they're comfortable. I'm not saying.
Know what?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Okay.
So these look like.
A lot of people have dreams about these shoes, and you're ruining.
That's true.
The dream.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay. It looks like a sleeping bag and a cat made a baby. That's how comfortable it looks. You know what I'm saying? And it is comfortable like that, but it's take away the cat and it's just a sleeping bag. Really comfy. And they're not waterproof, but they're they're good that you can just crush that down and put your heel in there. So then it's like effectively like a slipper.
But you've never had like issues with your feet being wet.
No, never have. I just know that that kind of material isn't waterproof. So slippers of some sort that are comfy. I mean, you could just go with the Croc. That's totally good.
Yeah.
That's
we know
what the
someone
kids
who
are
loves Crocs. Got their Croc taken from the gym. Someone walked away with them.
Yep. I had a little warlock steal my Birks once because I had some Birks and he just ran off.
I feel like the person who had their Crocs taken thought you took their Crocs.
Yeah, I got blamed for that. Not nice. Another thing, specialty belts. Mm-hmm. So Olivia and I, when we got promoted on the same day. Purple and brown.
I got promoted and then 4 months later you got promoted.
4 months?
Yeah.
I think they said 4 minutes. It's the same freaking day.
No.
But we bought, as Andrew likes to say,
or maybe you got promoted and then I got promoted 8 months later.
That's okay. Andrew calls my belt an affliction belt because it's fancy. And it's a brown belt and she has a purple belt from Half Sumo.
How dare he?
I know, he's a little monster. And they're just, I don't know, they're like a premium belt.
Yeah. They got a different weave on them.
Yeah, they got a different weave. I almost got rejected for wearing it at Worlds because they were like, what is this? It's not even that crazy.
It's
honestly. Not. But they don't allow like any damage or anything to your belts. So that was interesting. But something big with that is, once again, you got to know the sizing that they like. I personally like a shorter belt. So I don't like them dangling down like some of the AOJ guys. They got really long belts, and it's like that thing's dangling down to their knees. That's what you're doing. But
well, and if you're going against people who do a lot of lapel,
oh yeah,
that's a danger.
That's a danger.
That's a
especially
hazard.
When that thing's tied,
yeah,
your hips are controlled.
Yeah.
So you want to know what kind of, like, how long of a belt did they like? Like if they have their current belt, they're like, oh, I really like how long this one. Okay, that's good to know. And then you can look up the lengths
potential
of them.
for shrinkage, because you will have shrinkage.
Just got out of the pool, so don't judge them.
Why would you say that?
Seinfeld reference.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
Congratulations. Ooh, another one. Oh,
we're married. If you guys couldn't tell.
We're married in the heart. So, okay, a really good gift from you, since you are a good gift giver.
Thank you.
Was the belt holder or belt rack.
Yeah.
So as you progress through jiu-jitsu, now if you're going to quit at blue belt, don't recommend it. Because it'll probably be kind of depressing every time you look and there's just a white belt in there.
And a blue belt.
But we'll put a photo up, maybe like right here. Bam. And we'll put a picture of ours and then maybe some others. Where'd you get ours from?
Honestly, I had to look it up on like Etsy.
Yeah.
So it was like some small
How much?
vendor. That's a good question.
70,
Under 100.
Yeah, 75
Under
bucks.
100. Yeah.
And it's made out of wood, and you just put your retired belt in there as you progress, and then it's almost like you get to see them.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of like a cool thing. I really like it.
Place to display. Yeah.
Yeah. I have we have like these pictures in there. We got that in there. I got a signed Dwight photo, Dwight Schrute.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. But that's another like kind of nice gift.
Yeah, I think so.
What's another gift you got, Miss Gift Giver?
Oh, let's see. We thought of subscriptions to AOJ.
Yes. Online subscriptions. You can do it through AOJ. Lachlan Giles has a really good one. Keenan, he has some stuff. Obviously, you have like BJJ Fanatics and Jiu-Jitsu X, like
tutorials.
Actual tutorial videos. But I think it's better, unless you know that they're looking at something like they just haven't dropped the $300 on a Danaher or Gordon one.
Yeah.
And so you're like, okay, here you go. But I think you'll get more out of it if you do one of like a year-long subscription to like an AOJ.
Yeah.
because it's going to be the same amount as one Danaher.
Is there Armbar Masterclass, like those ones, are those subscriptions or is it just a tutorial?
I think that's like a separate, the Masterclass is separate than AOJ Plus.
Okay.
So AOJ Plus is kind of like you get to see all the sparring rounds, you get to watch videos of their classes. They do, some like obviously technique stuff. It's like you're in their class. You can see some of their warm-up stuff, mobility drills, all that kind of stuff. And the sparring is just fantastic. But that's going to be a couple $100 for a whole year compared to just one tutorial or instructional that you might watch half of and not even get through it. Especially if it's Gordon or dinner. Yes. Yeah, we have a lot.
Another subscription that you can do is BJJ Box, which you can do, I think, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and then a year. Mm-hmm. So you could pick
3 months and see how they like it. Yeah. How much was the BJJ Box?
I don't know. It might have been anywhere, maybe $30 to $40 for maybe $29.99 a month.
Right. I know we did it, and then you can put in what belt color you are and stuff like that, and then they'll send you stuff related to that belt color.
Yeah, if you're a gi or a no-gi person primarily, because that's going to change kind of
male, female.
Yeah.
Fluid.
Oh yeah, weight, size, are they a large, small, medium?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're a big boy, they send stuff that talks about how fat you are. But it's kind of fun. It's playful. If you're a little beanpole, then they send little skinny stuff. It's cool. But
okay.
But that's a nice one. Especially you do 3 months, you see if you like it. They send T-shirts, they send armbar soap, random trinkets, stickers, towels,
tape.
It's just kind of random miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah.
Is it one a month?
Yeah.
Yeah. You always get at least a T-shirt or two, and maybe some gi shorts or gi shorts, but no gi shorts, something like that. Mm-hmm. Another thing is if you have, maybe you live in an area where there's someone of prominence, a bigger name in the jiu-jitsu world, you can do a private lesson with them, pick that up for your significant other. So give them 2 privates or even just one, an hour long kind of thing. That could be cool. Or if your instructor does it and they were hoping to have some one-on-one time with an instructor, you can do it through your own gym and one of the instructors there if they like that. But not all gyms have an instructor that has the time to do that or the capabilities. So you could ask if that was something that they want to do. But if not, maybe you're in Texas or in California and there's just people everywhere that are specialists or something like that, then maybe you could do that. That could be kind of cool.
And then I think this is our last idea, which was yours, which was great, which I should have thought of because I've had enough of them.
I did work so you could do them.
Gift card to get a sports massage or just a normal massage, but
yes,
yeah,
that is probably underrated.
I think people who probably do jiu-jitsu or anything really physical like we do should be getting them more often than we do. Especially
if you're training more often or you're kind of further along in your journey, so you just neglect the recouping side and recovery. That's something that most of us do. Find a place that does good sports massage.
What? I just thought of another idea. Go ahead, though.
So locally, Stanwood Integrative Medicine has a couple people on staff that do this. They are also jiu-jitsu practitioners. Yeah, so they understand like what you're going through. Yeah, maybe Stanwood is a little bit of a drive for you if you're in Seattle or something like that, but it's just going to be worth it to take that time to get out there. Now, if you're just not willing to drive an hour up there, then just research, and that could be a really good spot.
I think one of them does travel to an extent to people's homes.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I think the Mexican travels a little bit.
I'm sorry, what? The box troll?
Yeah, that one.
That one's better.
Box troll?
Yeah.
It's Latinx.
Oh my gosh. Did you give your disclaimer?
I didn't.
Why don't you give your disclaimer?
Please don't hold anything William Walker says against Cascade Jiu-Jitsu, Stanwood Integrated Medicine, or Anchor Point Media, or Cheryl Burnham Walker.
Okay.
Which is my wife. My mom. Yeah. Okay. So.
This is what you're getting today.
It's a good podcast today.
I thought of a, well, you know what? Chris isn't here. Things get a little crazy.
I'm sweating over here.
There's a reason why I'm behind the camera and not in front of the camera on the mic.
There's a reason why I usually wear pants. And today I didn't.
I thought of another one.
Okay.
Red light therapy.
Okay.
Because that could be a good, like, you can buy from companies like Mito Red. I think another one's called Juve. I know that that's a recommendation from Chris or Carrie. They've told us to invest in one of those for joint pain, whether it be your hands or if you
That's the stuff
have
that looks
injury.
like it's woo-woo and fake.
Yeah. But no, it actually works really well. There's
we're going to do a recovery episode soon. I bet we're going to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but that, I mean, that is like definitely on the higher end. You know, you're probably looking at anywhere from $225 and up for something like that. They do have like the smaller ones that are for travel, which I think, you know, again, you're probably looking at $199 plus tax. So, and then shipping. But that could also be an idea for someone who does jiu-jitsu for injury, you know, healing or soreness or joint pain. Yeah. It's very
That is a good one. Yeah, knee pain, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great recommendation.
Thank you.
Well, today's a quick episode. We just went over the nitty-gritty, in and out, and that's it. That's all we got today.
It is all we have to do.
Oh, actually, excuse me. Some people just shut off the podcast, and they're not even going to hear this question.
Oh.
So we did get a question in. Now, this could be one that we should wait for Chris, but I'm not going to. The question is, what is the best way to tell a friend that his jiu-jitsu needs more jiu-jitsu? I know a guy that tapes up his feet frequently, buys fancy jiu-jitsu things, good episode, and started a podcast to talk about himself, but his technique really lacks. By this, I mean it's a matter of not having much technique. How can I let him know this nicely? Bob Botchtroll.
Botchtroll?
Yeah, it's like a German name. This sounds like bullshit.
It sounds like it's about you.
Excuse you?
Who else tapes up their feet?
Wow.
And has a podcast.
Okay.
I mean, this person is obviously a box troll.
Yeah.
For saying this.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if they come from South America.
Central America?
Or Central. Is that... What's Mexico considered?
Central.
Central?
No, North America.
Mexico is?
I think so, yeah.
We might have to edit this out. If you can't point out where Mexico is on a map, then you can't talk.
It's North America. Central America would be like Guatemala, Honduras.
Can you say it more?
Guatemala. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Why don't you guys like and subscribe for more content like this? Because this was obviously a really good one. And we look forward to hearing from you. I'm going to ban this person so they can never talk to us again.
They could never email you ever again.
Yeah. If you want to email them, their email is theboxtroll@gmail.com. That's effing cute. Okay. Until next time, guys. And ladies.
Peace.
2002 all over again.